Y'all, happy Thursday. Tim, and Steve to my left here with Alpha Flow Trader. Two regular dudes that just day trade for a living, created our own indicator that you're seeing on the screen right now on TradingView. And yeah, just here now sharing it with you guys as we trade live. We started sharing with friends and family some time ago and are now sharing with the public. So you're seeing it on the screen right now on this ES chart. There's an example of what one of the signals looks like. You'll see this black text box. You can hover over it, get all the information you need from that trade. Sorry about that. We're about 1 minute from market open. Steve has already, typically, I know we're a little late today. We typically show you guys all the inside outside days. But Steve has kind of gone through all the charts already, and we've seen that everything is in an outside day except for Dow, which is a similar situation to what we were in yesterday. And there's the alarm for market open. So we'll keep ES and NQ on the screen here for you guys as the market open. Is what we like to watch, as they tend to typically drive the rest of the market. Let's see what happens here off market open. Right now, we got ES and NQ sort of diverging a bit. You see NQ going up, ES going down.
Let's open up YouTube here, guys.
Sorry, guys, just getting a couple things ready.
All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what's
All right,
going
yeah, got
on,
NQ
guys.
doing its own thing right now. Dow tanking. Dow and Russell are absolutely tanking here. I'll show you guys. Look at these moves down on Dow and Russell. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Dow already at S5. You see Russell over here already at S4. And ES kind of indecisive right now. You see NQ pumping right now. So NQ kind of the lone wolf going on its own right now, going up, everything else coming down. Let's look at gold really quickly. Gold kind of just chopping. Bitcoin coming down. Natural gas going up, and crude sort of chopping as well right now.
All right, so just scanning through these markets, man. Trades I would actually be interested in, and looks like it's gonna be S5 levels for me.
S5s, yeah. So, guys, that said, that means we need to see either price get way up there to the R5 level or way down here to the S5 level. This is ES and NQ you're seeing on the chart now. What about S4 on ES or on NQ? I mean,
Yeah, I saw an NQ. I saw that, but the problem with that one is we've got that demand zone where it last touched S4 and formed a demand zone. If you see earlier in what is that London session, or actually
yeah,
before London. Okay, I'm seeing way before London.
That was 1 a.m.
But it did form that demand zone, and so if it comes down to S4 and takes out that demand zone or touches the demand zone, then yes, I would play NQ. But if it's just a shallow S4 touch, I'd shy away from it.
Sounds good.
And then we got Russell. Same for Russell. Russell earlier around the Asia session, it's already breached and signaled off of S4. Actually, no, we never got a signal off of S4.
Yeah.
But I would need it to come down into these demand zones
down
or
here.
S5, and I'd feel more comfortable with a S5 or at least it coming into the demand into S4 and rejecting off our demand zones before looking for a signal.
Yep, and you see here, guys, the demand zone he's referring to. The demand zone he's referring to is down here. that our AI also draws out this automatically. So when you see this green shaded line down here on this Russell chart, you see it over here on the Dow chart as well. That's automatically drawn. This is a 30-minute demand zone drawn out by our tool. So you do not have to get up early, go out and find your own supply and demand zones. It will automatically draw them for you. All you have to do is just look and see where they are and use those for context as you're looking at structure in the morning. So right now you see Dow and Russ both came down pretty hard, but immediately rejected back up. S5, and if you're wondering about these levels, why they're key levels, just look, for example, what Dow did right here. Dow absolutely tanked. You see the long wick coming all the way down to this S5 line, and then it rejected, right? Similar thing here on Russell with S4. Came down to this S4 level and rejected hard back off of it and picked up buyers. ES and NQ here now look like they are converging now. They were diverged at first, but it looks like they're kind of getting in line with each other now, which is what we're more typically used to seeing. So yeah, so we're kind of just, it looks like it's gonna be one of those waiting games this morning.
Yeah.
We will, there's already been a couple winners called this morning from the AI in the pre-market that we, before we got on here. So far for the New York session though, New York morning session anyway, it does look like we're going to be playing a bit of a waiting game, which is cool. No worries there. Patience is the name of the game. And like we've talked about all the time, we do not chase trades, right? We're patient, we wait for our setups, and we don't deviate from that. That's just that's how the system works, and we do not like to deviate from that. No matter how boring it is or how much we're saying, oh man, we need to get a trade today. You never need to. You just need your setup to happen, and then you make good decisions from there.
Oil is an inside day.
Oil is an inside day as well?
Yep.
Okay, well then.
I'm not. I've got the signal, which we're trying to figure out that discrepancy, but I did have a signal already off of R3, which was a winner this morning at 8:25. And so it's hovered at R3. That level for me, it's already exhausted. Although there is a supply zone there that it can come up. A supply zone pre-market high, I guess, if it comes and rejects off of those levels. And
Yeah.
even London high, you got London high up there as well. So we'd have to take out our supply zone to get to London high.
What's up, Jacob? What's up, Desham? Cooper? What's up, Doug? What's up?
Yeah, and for me, oil would have to reach a little bit. I'd probably feel more comfortable at R4 with oil.
With the oil making it its way up here. Yeah. What news do we have today? Natural gas?
Today's Thursday. We do have oil inventory.
Oil inventory. Yeah. At noon, I think.
I think that one was scheduled.
I think they moved it to noon.
Yes, almost certain is at noon today. Thursday, oil inventories, crude. So natural gas is at 10:30 and oil is at 12 noon.
Yep. So there you go. You got some of your energy markets releasing their inventory reports today. So the 10:30 natural gas move will be on here for the noon oil inventory report will not be on here for, which that noon oil inventory report typically happens on Wednesdays at 10:30, and it was moved, I believe, because of the cabinet meeting and all that stuff yesterday, is what I'm thinking.
Hey, good morning, Jocko. Hope you're doing well too, as well, man.
What's up, Jocko? I'll try to do better about checking them YouTube comments today.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
Let us know if you're looking at anything in particular, man.
All right. Right now we're back on ES and NQ. ES is approaching the S4 level. NQ is still up here around S3. So moving similarly right now, but in different positions for sure. But yeah, we'll just wait and see what plays out. If you guys are just joining us for the first time, I'm Tim. This is Steve with Alpha Flow Trader. Alpha Flow Trader is our indicator software company. We created it just for ourselves we created the indicator at first just for ourselves to help use and help with our decision making and just sort of cut out noise. Used it for a long time, started sharing it with friends and family, and now as of about 2 weeks ago or so have gone live to the public. And that's what you're seeing on our screen right now on this TradingView chart is our TradingView version of the indicator. And as you can see right here, this is an example of what one of the signals looks like. So you see reversal long, cam reversal. This one was rated as a strong. Our tool our AI rates it as poor, weak, good, or strong. So you see this one as strong, and you see it was a TP1 winner. So it called it right here at 7:15, hit TP1 about 20 minutes later for a win there on the ES chart or on S&P. So that's a good example right there of what our tool does, how it works. Every other key level that you see on the screen also automatically drawn by our tool. If you look here, you see I only have 2 indicators on my chart right now. One is just that basic 21 EMA that you see here running through in yellow. Everything else that you see is this Alpha Flow Key Levels Pro AI indicator. That's ours. So every other key level you see, these pre-markets, these Camarillos, the prior day highs and lows, the Asia, London highs and lows, these supply and demand zones automatically drawn, all in one, all one tool coming off of our tool, right? This is in line with, unoriginal content.
What's that?
I just got some warning on TikTok about like we're rebroadcasting reproduced content.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I just submitted the appeal. Yeah, so TikTok might be dry for a minute while they figure that out. But yeah, guys, welcome to our live. We are right now watching the ES and NQ charts. Thursday morning, May the 28th. We are here demoing our tool, the Alpha Flow Trader Key Levels Pro AI Indicator, which is what you're seeing right now loaded up on this S&P chart. As you see an example of one of the signals it called right here. Sorry, I'm just having some issues with one of my other machines off screen here. I'm not sure what's going on with it. Where is my mouse? I just reset that one. Yeah, sorry guys, just having a little bug on I have another machine off screen here that I run Quantower on to copy trade all of our prop firm accounts. And it was just bugging out a little bit, so I had to reset there. What you're seeing on screen here is our trading view. So right now we run our indicator on TradingView and Quantower. What you're seeing now is my live cash account on screen on TradingView right now. And then all of my funded and prop accounts, I trade off on another machine, copy trading through Quantower. Really cool tool if you guys are into copy trading or have multiple accounts that you'd like to execute on at once. But yeah, so yeah, kind of just a waiting game this morning. I think it's going to be not a lot of action off market open, right? Not a lot of huge moves. You see the Dow here did make a move down along with Russell, rejected this S5 level and has started sort of pushed up, and then it looks like it wants to work its way back down now. Russell, interesting, is looking like it's heading towards this demand zone down here, this 30-minute demand zone that's also drawn out by our tool.
Coming down into this demand, it's coming right down into it now. So
yep.
See what kind of reaction we get off of it.
All right. Let's see what gold is at. Gold is kind of just chopping around the central pivot line, so definitely just in chop mode right now. No clear direction on which way it may want to go. Bitcoin clearly wants to go down with the other indexes over here on the right, as you can see. Natural gas absolutely pumping. You see our market shift happened right here, and we always talk about our market shift. We're not scalpers. We're not a scalping indicator. This is not a scalping indicator. However, if you notice when these candle colors change, scalpers, that's where you can take Q and decide if you want to enter a trade there based on some of the other levels it's around. You see when the market shift changed here, the candle color changes, you could have scalped there. You see here as well, another market shift happens, candle color changes, big scalp there. Although there was no signal called. Okay, what's going on with my... All right, my Quan Tower is absolutely bugging out, so I may just log out of that for the day because I'm not going to mess with it. Yeah, everything today is in an inside day, or sorry, every asset today is in an outside day except for Dow, which is in an inside day, and you see it now triggering you see flashing anyway, a signal as this market shifts up. Russell not really with it right now, kind of diverging from. Do you have another mouse by chance?
I do.
I wonder if it's something with my trackpad or what's going on here. Sorry, guys, having a little tech issues on my other machine that I trade my funded accounts on. Not sure exactly what's happening with it, but figure it out here in a second. But yeah, guys, so right now we're looking at, you see Dow sort of flashing signal off our AI tool. Naper, what's up? 13, what's up? TJ, what's up? We're live, guys, as you know, on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and X at Alpha Flow Trader.
This is Bluetooth.
All right. You got the mouthpiece for? Oh, it's just
Bluetooth. Should be. Yeah, it should just. Or is that it? Yeah.
All right, guys, give me 1 second while I try to fix this other machine over here. All right, and that is also not working. So
Dow is. Did Dow just officially give us a? That was a first touch up at S4. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yep. So you see Dow just closed and gave us a signal there. All right. ES kind of battling a little bit. You jumping in that Dow?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. So Steve has entered this Dow right here. You see our signal called just a second ago. So we'll kind of hang here for a minute and watch this trade play out while Steve is in it, while I am messing with this other machine over here. We'll shut that down and restart. Guys, what's up? Welcome to our live. Tim and Steve with Alpha Flow Trader. Just two regular dudes that day trade for a living and created our own indicator to make our lives easier. Used it for a long time, started sharing it with friends and family, and as of a couple weeks ago, launched it live to the public. And you're seeing it right now on your screen on this trading view chart. Every key level you see marked out and drawn out, these demand zones and supply zones, all drawn out from our tool, so you don't have to. All you have to do is look at the context and make a decision. And if you're having trouble with that, well, that's where our signals come in. As you see, our signal looks like this: black box with text, green text if it's a long, red text if it's a short. You can hover over it, get all of your confluences in the breakdown of that trade. So yeah. So right now, Steve is in this. You got your TP1 76 ticks up there at 5660.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll see what happens here.
Just below S3.
I will say ES is looking bearish right now. So just keeping that in mind. Dow looks to be sort of rogue right now, doing its own thing. And we'll see how this one plays out here. No major high impact news today. We do have the natural gas and crude inventory reports that come out. Natural gas at 10:30, crude at noon. Crude is usually Wednesdays at 10:30, but was postponed because of the cabinet meeting yesterday, which obviously affects oil. So those two coming out today, not really much concern for us there, as we don't trade natural gas a ton, and crude is the crude report won't come till after. Also seeing here a signal. Do you see the signal on crude? Short.
Yeah.
So another one. You see, it was ranked as poor.
That's pretty. It's weak. I got weak signal.
Yeah.
And it's pretty in the same location the last one hit for me.
Yeah.
At R3.
So yeah, so it's about halfway to TP1 right now. So right now our AI has two live open trades: this Dow long here, as well as this crude short here. That's about halfway to TP1. So you're definitely in profit in that one. Not so much. Probably break even on the Dow trade. We'll see what happens there. We'll look at ES briefly just to see. Look at ES briefly just to see what it's doing, because a lot of times it is a leading index, right? Uh, yeah. So yesterday, not a bunch of movement after the cabinet meeting. So it definitely started late. We tried to hang on here with you guys for a while, but the cabinet meeting started late, and we yeah, didn't really see anything super exciting. Didn't really see anything super exciting with it anyway. So yeah, so right now we've got a live trade on Dow, which is looking pretty good right now. It's in profit, as well as a live trade over here on crude, also in profit, fighting right around here around VWAP. So this orange line you see here is our VWAP line, volume weighted average profile, price, and then you see the 21 EMA running across there, which Steve does not use as much. I keep it on there just because it's something I'm used to. I've always used it. So I don't use it to enter or exit trades necessarily, but I do use it for context. Dow working its way up, so may have our first in market winner here. Don't want to jinx it. We'll see. Steve is in that trade, and then this crude trade is live right now as well. Nothing happening here on Bitcoin or natural gas. Natural gas did absolutely pump. If you're a scalper, you could have 100% scalped this this market shift though on natural gas and made some money. K4, I appreciate the follow. Appreciate the follow. And we're having some kind of issue still on TikTok. Yeah, I don't know what's going on TikTok, guys. They give us some warning about re showing recorded content or something. I think their algorithm is just stupid because obviously.
Do you think we're replaying this live stream or something?
Yeah, I think that's the impression I got. Yeah, I appealed it, but it basically just says just said that we're repurposing or something like that. And like, no, this is Thursday, May 28th. We're live. I'm not sure exactly what they're talking about at all. So anyway, guys, let's look back on Dow. Let's see what this trade that Steve is in. Looking good right now. It's a little bit of a downwick there, but it's pushing up towards TP1.
Yeah, we're at Asia point of control. Asia's prior point of control, so we're getting some resistance right around there.
And it looks like crude oil has hit TP1, or it's just about to. It's there. It's literally ticking it now. So let's see what happens there. All right. So watching Dow. Steve is in this Dow trade right now.
Yeah, I've got 5 contracts in Dow, and I'm unloading. I'm going to take some partials at TP1, and then after TP1, I've got them spread out. I'm taking probably some off at London's point of control, prior point of control, and taking some out at New York point of control, yesterday's point of control, which is pretty close to TP2. Which S3 is 5682.
All right, so Dow. Can you log into are you on TikTok on your computer?
Yeah.
Can you log on your phone instead? First.
And see what?
I just want to see something.
It's gonna knock me off of here though.
Well, that's okay. We'll still be on live. You can switch back on in a second. I just want to check something real quick.
Am I looking for you? You want me to log into the stream?
Yeah. Let me see.
There it is. Well, I'm not late. You got to click on the thing to get in it.
All right, guys, what's up? If you're just joining us, We are Tim and Steve with Alpha Flow Trader, just two regular dudes that day trade for a living. What you're seeing on the screen is our indicator that we created for ourselves, first and foremost, to help us make money and make our decision making a little bit easier, right? Take some emotion out of it, and started sharing it with our friends and family, and have now started sharing it with the public as of a couple weeks ago. And we hope you guys will enjoy it and kind of just follow along with us. If you're new to trading, awesome. We have a lot of great learning content on our website at alphaflowtrader.com. As well as there, you can learn about all of our products, of course, as well, right? So yeah, that's right now. We're in 2 active trades on Dow here. Dow looks like it just wicked right at TP1.
3 ticks away.
Yeah, a couple ticks away from TP1. So there's the reversal, the long signal you see off of our AI called right here. Here's all of your data about that trade. And you see a similar thing here on crude, except of course, when it's a short, you're going to see the writing in red. And there's all your information about that trade. That trade 1 ticked from TP1 as well, it looks like. ES starting to fight up. ES starting to fight up a little bit. Hamid, what's up, man? Appreciate you joining us, dude. 13, what's up? If you guys are joining us for the first time, like I said, what you're seeing on the screen right now is our own indicator that we've built. Every single key level you see on the screen, every supply zone and demand zone, every prior high and low, all of that is all in one indicator. So you do not have to have an entire stack of indicators to get all of this sort of context and tools, as well as the most important part, which is these signals right here. So you guys struggle with your entries, exits, maybe setting your TPs and stop loss. We do it for you. So there is the information on the trade. You see it set the stop loss right here at 76 ticks. It set TP1 here at 76 ticks, and then TP2 here at 152 ticks. All right, now all of that's customizable based on what you input into our system. As do you want 1 or 2 TPs? Do you want what's your risk? Is it 250, 500, 100, whatever that is? So you can sort of customize and drive all of that. So yeah, any questions you guys have, feel free to ask them in the chat, and we will answer right here on the live. And right now we have 2 signals going, one on Dow, one on crude. Here's the crude one fighting right now around the EMA and VWAP. And this Dow trade,
like crude as well, came within 1 tick. So
yeah, crude
TP1 is 53, and crude came at 90.54.
Yeah, so 1 tick right here on crude oil, guys. You came 1 tick, and we'll see what happens now. Sort of cooling a little bit, but we'll see. Same with Dow. Dow made it within 3 ticks, I believe, of TP1.
Yeah, anytime you look within the signal label, you know you're close.
Yeah,
that wick is inside the label.
Yeah. If I was manually in that trade, I may have.
Well, it would have been too fast.
It did happen. It did happen quick. I was going to say, yeah, if it was more sustained, you could just go ahead and sell one manually, or buy one back and profit manually there. But yeah. Baby, what's up? Guys, if you're with us right now, we have 2 open trades in our AI. One is this Dow long here that's still in profit, but it's fighting. And then same with this crude oil trade. You see our signal called right here and came within a tick of TP right here. So we were looking for TP at 90.53. It hit 90.54, 1 tick away. So that's tough, but we'll see how it plays out. ES is we'll stay on ES over here in NQ. Yeah, ES
above VWAP, so that's good.
ES staying above the EMA and VWAP here, starting to get a little bit of positive buying pressure. So hopefully that helps drive this Dow move over here that Steve is in. TBD on that. Let's look at gold really quickly. Gold sort of still chopping around here, basing around the central pivot line. Bitcoin really just sort of just chopping as well. Not really much to look forward to on Bitcoin there. Natural gas already kind of exploded this morning, although if it gets up to this R4 level, we could look for a short. And then over here on oil, of course, it's in an active trade right now. And we'll just keep our eyes here. Dow trade is starting to turn around. Unfortunately, let's see, is ES? Yeah, ES just getting a little bit of selling pressure there as well, a little bit of indecisiveness. So let's see how it plays out, guys.
Yeah, I'm out of the Dow trade.
You going ahead and backing out of that thing?
When it formed that candle, I slid on my stop.
Okay. Yeah. So when he was in profit, came within a tick or two of TP1, he went ahead and slid to break even at that point to make it a risk-free trade. So Steve is out of that one at break even. So we'll watch this crude trade and see how this plays out here on the live. All right, a little bit of a slow morning. Guys, if you're just joining us, we appreciate you. We're live on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and X at Alpha Flow Trader on everything except for X. It's at Alpha Flow Trades. Full disclosure, we rarely monitor.
Did you get that gold signal continuation long? That was right at TP1 as well.
Nope, did not get it. I've got to figure out what's going on with my energies and metals charts because that's frustrating. But no, I did not see it.
That's 2 back-to-back winners.
On the 5-minute?
Yeah.
Yep.
That winner, and now this one hitting TP1 right there.
So back-to-back winners on gold off our signals, which you're not seeing here. There should have been one here and then one up here. I love my dog. What's up? I love my dog too, bro. Dogs are the best, man. By far the best. Best thing ever.
You still watching on the phone? Okay.
Yeah, because we don't have Nat or Duran or anywhere here, so I can picking up some slack over here.
Oh, that's what I've been doing over here, though. I've been hitting the...
Oh, it was showing 0.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
It was showing 0 until I just started, yeah.
I know when I first got in the room.
Duran, there's my guy, Duran. What's up, broski? Morning, guys. What's in a late meeting? What are you doing, man? No, you didn't miss anything yet, man. There was a Dow signal that came within a tick or so of TP1. So Steve was in it, moved to break even because he didn't like the movement there. So he went.
Still in it. I mean, it's still going back in the right direction.
The trade is still active now, but so you see this Dow trade right here is a live trade on our tool. Russell also in a trade right now on our tool. As of just a minute ago.
Gold as
well, and crude as well here.
What's Russell do? Oh, that's a poor signal.
Yeah, it's poor signal on Russ, yeah. Poor signal on Russ, looking pretty bearish though, looking at those down wicks. I think I might just go ahead and take this Russell actually.
You said you're gonna take it?
Nah, maybe not. It did wick that demand zone too though.
Yeah, it did.
PB King, what's up? Janine, what's up? Alan, what's up? Welcome, guys. If you're just joining us for the first time, I'm Tim. This is Steve to my left. We're with Alpha Flow Trader. That's our small business indicator company. We're day traders for a living, not indicator makers, but we created it just for ourselves to help our decision making and to making money easier on us. And used it for a long time, started sharing it with friends and family, and now are sharing it with the public as of about 2 weeks ago. You can get all the information on it at alphaflowtrader.com. AI and machine learning powered signals, winning signals, I should say. I'm not going to downplay it. Like the tool performs very, very well. And what we do is we trade here live during the New York morning session with our own tool so that you can see how we use it and the context we use, because we won't take every signal, right? We have to see some confluences as well. Crude right here, you see starting to turn around. It one tick TP1 and is starting to turn around there.
GC stopped out at break even after hitting TP1 for me at least.
Okay, so 2 winners on gold this morning then already. 1 on ES that we know of for sure. We started late this morning, got on around market open, so we didn't do our usual look back into Asia and London to see how many winners or losers happened overnight, but we'll look at that later. But rest assured, because our machine learning never sleeps and it picks up every piece of data from every trade that our signals call so that it can learn, make adjustments, and get smarter with each day. Guys, if you're just joining us, welcome. We appreciate you guys. I always say this, that we are not TikTokers. We're not streamers. We're just 2 regular dudes that day trade for a living using our own indicator we built, and we're just sharing that with you guys. So if you want to support in any way, obviously you can go to alphaflowtrader.com and subscribe and buy one of our subscriptions to our signals. Or you can just by joining us, sharing the live, liking the live, sharing it. that's the best way you can help us grow the channel. We don't look for gifts, or we're not looking to make money we're not looking to make money from content. We're here to use our content to help you make money, if that makes sense. So, Miracle, what's up? Brian, what's up, man? Hemi, what's up? Sorry, guys. Alpha Flu Trader over here.
Yeah.
How you feeling, by the way? You feeling better?
Yeah, a little bit better. Still got that lingering cough.
Yeah, Derek got him too.
Really?
Yeah. I sneeze all the time, so yeah, I'm good. Steve's been battling a little something. My youngest son is battling it as well, but I'm just a sneezer, man. My sinuses have been messed up since I was little, and I just refuse to go have surgery, so I just deal with it. And I just use tons of Afrin. I have stock in Afrin. They gave me stock after I bought my 10,000th bottle. So that's pretty sweet, pretty nice of them. Dow absolutely turning around right now, along with Russ. Which the day just felt bearish and weak anyway to begin with, so I'm not necessarily shocked there. Crude sort of going the opposite direction. That said, it's really the blue chips and the small caps that are kind of struggling right now. Because if you look over here on ES and NQ, they're battling.
Yeah,
they're battling.
They
you know, they're starting to turn a bit. But
stocks, let's see, stock rally stalls as oil prices on Iran clashes. I guess oil. I guess we should look for some long opportunity on oil, but it's hard when prices up here.
Well, it's right now fighting at R3 too. So you see the signal called here, guys, at 9:40. It one ticked TP1 right here at about 10 minutes later. So pretty close to a win there. It did turn around, as you can see, but the way that it is currently fighting at this R3 level at 9104 gives me a little hope that this thing continues down a little bit before it goes up. That said, as you guys know, with oil, man, it's so heavily based on news and the geopolitical situation, right, with the Middle East. So that can change in the blink of an eye regardless. So super volatile has been for the last few months. Slowing down a bit, but still a lot of action on crude. Guys, if you're just joining us live on TikTok, YouTube, we appreciate you guys. We appreciate all you guys, but TikTok and YouTube, we monitor the most. And you have any questions, man, drop them in the chat. We're kind of just sort of sitting and waiting right now. Our AI signals are in a couple of trades right now. This crude trade that you see on the screen, as well as this Dow trade that is now stopped out officially, as well as this Russell trade. And the Russell trade was a poor signal anyway, would have ignored that one. The Dow trade, Steve got in, but did not like this price action and got out at break even, and that was looking like a very good choice at this point, right? So break evens are okay, guys. Small losses are great. No big deal there. We just wait for the next setup. And as I say that, you see NES starting to struggle a bit. NQ not though, and NQ looked stronger from the moment the market opened. NQ was going up while ES was going down. So it's to me, it's interesting to see, man, how that sort of open sort of sticks with it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like you saw, like you can almost tell within the first 10 minutes which of the index is the weakest, which is the strongest.
Yeah.
You know, which is going to be the leader, which is going to be the follower. And you're seeing it right now, for example, where typically these things will follow the S&P over here on the left, but you see NQ right now said, not today, my friend, I'm going to go ahead and do my own thing. Although ES now is just really choppy and indecisive. You see the big down wick here and then the up wick right next to it. So that just shows me that there's indecisiveness on those indexes right now. Crude is interesting to me. I really want to see how crude reacts to this 9104 R3 level to see if it continues its move down. It came within one tick, literally, of TP1 already. So that's one where I definitely would not. I would have, even though it one ticked it did not quite hit TP1. I would have done what Steve did there too, probably, and gone break even just because.
Yeah, when it gets that close to within TP1, it's time.
If you're
move your stop.
If you're not gonna sell a contract there, then go ahead and go break even, right?
Yeah.
Guys, what's up? Rachel, Natty, Katie, Isabella, what's up, y'all? What's up? Welcome. I'm Tim. This is Steve, Alpha Flow Trader, just two regular dudes that day trade for a living, sharing our indicator that we built with you guys as we use it live, so you can see how we use it. And crude is at an absolute standstill. It's been stuck here underneath this R3 level for the last almost 5 minutes now. We'll see what happens as this candle gets ready to close.
This is honest. I wasn't in the crude trade, but after seeing the same type of wick off of T1, off of TP1, I would have did the same move. Slid my stop to
That's
break even, and
yeah,
I would have been out of this trade already as
yeah.
well.
That's what I was just saying. I think I would have as well. There's no way I'm going to ride it from one tick to TP1 to a loss ever.
Yeah,
So yeah, I would have gone break even
especially
there
of that
myself.
type of candle, that shooting star type candle.
Exactly. Yeah. But about less than a minute, about 30 seconds left on this current 5 minutes bar. Um, so yeah, so we'll see what happens with it. And right now, it does look like it is rejecting this R3 level. Um, so if you are in this crude trade, you're still fighting. Although I would be at break even regardless. ES now has broken S3 and has turned around, starting to move upwards. We'll see what happens as it gets into this low volume node here. Maggie, what's up? Riggs, what's up? Aisha, Minzy, what's up, y'all? Welcome, welcome. We appreciate you guys. And I'm assuming TikTok released that block because we're starting to get some people back in here again now.
Yeah.
So yeah, earlier as TikTok gave me a warning, it said that they were not going to recommend our live because we were using repurposed or recorded content, and yeah, I'm not sure how they could figure that when literally the date is on my screen. It says Thursday, May 28th. You know, but yeah, it is Thursday, May the 28th. TikTok, just so you understand that. And
looks like oil's getting ready to continue downward.
yes, yeah. So I like the way you see how price could not get above R3.
Yeah, yep.
It respected that R3 level
Yeah.
really, really nicely. And yeah. So few winning trades already today, a couple losers. Although one of the losers we absolutely would not have taken. You see this poor signal here, especially being that he was already in a Dow trade. You see the Dow. There's the signal. There's the stop loss. There's your TPs. It came within 3 ticks of TP1s. That's why Steve said I'm going break even, especially with this price action on these candles, and made the right choice to go break even versus turning a damn near TP1 winner into a loss. Right. So don't turn a winner into a loser, guys, if you can avoid it. There's no shame in going break even if you're up whatever amount you're comfortable or whatever your TP levels are. Well, for us, it's TP1 or very close. But everybody's the same, man. Sorry, everybody's the same. Everybody's different. So that's where you kind of have to use your own judgment there. And if you're struggling with that judgment, then shoot us a question and ask us, hey, guys, what would you do on this? I'm in this trade and I'm not sure how I should manage it at this point. Let us know, and we'll be happy to tell you how we would manage it anyway. That said, we are not financial advisors. This is not financial advice. We're just two regular dudes that day trade, and are showcasing our indicator that we built for ourselves to help make our decision making easier and just eliminate some of the thought, right? Because as you're watching multiple instruments, and there's a lot of different levels and structure and context and confluences that you're looking at. Our tool, the goal of our tool is to make that a lot easier for you, which is why it draws all of these key levels for you automatically, as well as this green supply zone down or demand zone down here, the red supply zone up here. All of these levels, all out of this one Alpha Flow KLP AI Pro indicator. So everything you see here, your stop losses, your signals, all your key levels around it for context, that's all in one, all in our indicator in one. So it really, really makes it easy, guys, especially if you're new to day trading, you're trying to figure out how to day trade. Grab our indicator, or first just join our lives, see how it works, see how we use it, see how easy it can be, and then jump over to alphaflowtrader.com and grab a subscription for your and there goes crude. Let's go crude with a TP2 winner, and I'm assuming the other indexes are going up, and they are. What news happened? There's absolutely some news.
Yeah, that's definitely a news candle.
Yep.
Which is driving oil down. I'm assuming maybe they have
Some sort of
ceasefire. Iran and U.S. agree to ceasefire or something.
Yeah, we're about to find out. It'll pop up here in just a second, guys. But look at that move right there. So there's TP2 hit on crude. All the indexes up.
This S4 reversal here.
Dow and Russell have also rebounded very quickly. They were also tanking and just really weak looking, and they've rebounded as well. So yeah, so there's a news candle. I'm assuming we're going to see it flash across Financial Juice in a second what the breaking news was. But clearly when you see oil drop like this and you see the other indexes jump like this, then there was probably some sort of announcement towards a peace deal. We will see here shortly. Well, we'll see until Iran decides if they're going to just refute it, and then we'll see what happens. But here you go, Steve. But as of now, a lot of manipulation there off that news candle. And let's see, I'm still waiting to see what the news may have been. Let me check another source. See if I can find any breaking news. Usually financial juice drops it pretty quickly. I'm surprised we're not seeing anything. I'm surprised we're not seeing anything there. I do not see any other news anywhere else. So yeah, very interesting what that move could have been from, but I imagine we will find out here shortly. Usually we already know by now, but I'm not seeing anything. That said, if oil continues down any further, it's already in this demand zone here. And oil also, you said, was an inside day, right?
It was an outside day.
Oh, was
well,
it?
Actually, it was an inside day. It was. I'm almost certain. It's an outside day now.
It is, okay.
Just made it with that candle to an outside day. There we go.
There's the news.
Yep. U.S. and Iran reach deal, but need Trump's final approval.
All right.
There's always a catch, right? But still needs one final write-off.
So there you guys go, man. Iran and the U.S. reach deal. That's this candle right here. You see why. Of course, there's a caveat with that saying that it still needs Trump's final approval, but you can see how the market reacted. Markets went up, oil went down, although oil is rejecting now, and I think oil's unsure. I think oil's one of those ones, too, where oil waits till it hears what the other side has to say before it just blindly says, okay, we're good.
Yeah.
Right? So oil winner there now because of that news. Natural gas, let's see, what did natural gas do? Natural gas came down a little bit, but not really. And you see the other indexes here going up.
Now, Dow did come up with that supply zone.
Yes, it did.
That we have here.
Yep. So you see what he's talking about here, this huge candle, and then the wick up into our automatically drawn supply zone here, which is, shaded in red. It also wicked past, it looks like, the Asia high right there. So might see some turnaround there. But yeah, what a crazy candle. So, and that's the thing, man. When you're day trading futures in the middle of a war, these things can happen, right? And sometimes they go your way, sometimes they don't. Today it didn't matter for us; we weren't in the trade. But if you were in this short off of this R3 short here that our signal called at 940, then you have now hit TP2 and well beyond TP2, as you can see right here indicated on our chart as well.
There we go. Now it's finally hitting Bloomberg.
Now it's on Bloomberg.
Yeah, familiar pattern.
Yeah. A memorandum of understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. So there we go. And the news came from Axios. So
exactly.
So we'll see, guys. We could very well see that this news movement does not stick. I'm assuming that our government will make some sort of statement here shortly that will either solidify this move up and down on crude, or it will just completely just change and turn around. We'll see. But that's what happens when you're trading these indexes in these energy markets during a war, guys. Right? It can get super dicey. Yep. You have, and there you have, and you know what's funny too? This whole Ukraine, or not Ukraine, this whole Middle East, Iran, U.S. thing is happening, right?
Mm-hmm. At
the same time, the Russia-Ukraine thing's still happening, and it kind of's gone on the back burner. Yeah. But make no mistake, guys, that those things that are happening with Russia and Ukraine are affecting a lot of this stuff as well. Oh, so yeah. We're seeing the impact of two wars here, not just one, especially on crude, right? Because Russia has a lot to do with that crude industry.
Yep. Axios cites 2 U.S. officials familiar with the matter.
Cites 2 U.S. officials, so that sounds like it could be fake news.
Yeah. Which two U.S. officials?
That could be
Is it the doorman outside who opens the door for the
Is
officials?
it the
When
guy
they're
that
to
was
their
accidentally on?
cabinet
It was
meetings?
it the guy that was it the guy that was accidentally on camera yesterday before the
Yeah.
cabinet meeting? Yeah.
I think I heard them agree to something, guys.
Pretty sure I heard something, guys. All right. So yeah, right now, ES, the S&P made a new all-time high. It's right around 75.68 right now. You see, it made this all-time high here at 75.74, and we'll see what happens. Does it keep moving? Does it move down? I think a lot of that's going to have to do now with if the U.S. confirms the news that Axios reported. If they do, you might see the markets continue up and see oil continue down, but that is TBD. We'll see what happens. As of now, though, oil did make that big move down off the initial news. Now it's a bit indecisive. You see the buying pressure came right in up here around 87.10, which is kind of where it got down to yesterday, and now it's sort of fighting a little bit here. So no trade for us right now. Corey, what's up? Philip, what's up? Big 4-Row, what's up, man? Ahmad, what's up? Haley, what's up? Mocha, what's up? Appreciate you guys joining us, checking in with us. We're Tim and Steve, Alpha Flow Trader, just two regular dudes that day trade for a living. We're not YouTube gurus. We're not going to sell you telegrams and all this other stuff. We're just two guys that created our own indicator for us to make money with, and decided that we were going to share it with the public. And we started doing that about 2 weeks ago, give or take. And yeah, so that's what we're doing here, guys. If you have any questions, of course, you can visit alphaflowtrader.com and get all the info, but just ask us in the live chats on YouTube, TikTok, or Facebook, and we'll be happy to answer you. Tom, what's up, buddy? I see you there on Facebook. Tom, I hope you're having a good week, brother. Tom is a guy at my church, and he's just a cornhole master, man.
Really?
Yes. I feel like he spent his whole entire retirement training for the Cornhole World Championships, because that guy is a beast. Shout out to you, Tom, for whooping me at cornhole in that men's ministry a month or so ago. Made it to the championship, but I ran into Richie and Tom, and they shut us down pretty quickly, which is pretty humbling for me. You know, I don't enjoy losing at anything, trades, cornhole, whatever. So, all right. So crude looks like it's wants to inch back up. Not sure crude is really buying the peace news quite yet, although it did drop price initially. Not sure the other indexes are either. As you see,
it's just one candle pump,
and that's
not a sustained move. So next couple candles already on ES and NQ
looking bearish.
Have been
sellers candles anyway. Yeah, and that's what we've been saying. Profit takers. Yep, and that's what we've been saying the last several lives too, guys. Is that
look, now we get another one. Trump asked for a few days to think about the final deal. So he's going to think on it. He's going to sit on it for a couple days.
Okay, he's going to think about it for a couple days. And he's
probably going to bomb him.
And he's going to bomb him on Saturday.
Yeah, he's going to bomb him in between one last time.
Yeah, one last time for the love of the game.
Yeah.
I'm going to be on the baseball field Saturday, and I'm going to get a notification that we bombed Iran one more time for the love of the game. Just a little parting shot, you know. But yeah, you see that. So guys, at least he's not denying it. He's saying he needs time to think about it, and we'll see what that means. All right, so
let's see what levels are in play now.
Yeah.
After that,
you want to share your screen?
Yeah.
All right, let me jump over. Let me swap this production over here to you. All right, got your screen on TikTok, and I've got your screen on TradingView, or on everything else. So you guys see in Steve's screen now, he's going to run through some of the levels, which now obviously changed after these manipulation candles, right?
Yeah, so let's see what we're looking at now after this candles. I guess on ES, we'd be interested in R4 here. All-time high was hit with that news candle, so that's all-time high. So yeah, I'd be interested if it breaks R3, makes a new all-time high, comes up to R4, and then start looking for reversals at R4. NQ, we're back at central pivot. NQ, same thing. It's an outside day for NQ, so we're gonna have to get up to R4, and I think that's all-time high as well. Yes, all-time high there. So we're gonna have to get to this area before I'm interested in a short on NQ. And if NQ can make it back down to this area, I'd be interested in a long. Um, Russell, I had already marked out earlier. Still in play for me would be S5s, S5 at 28.90, and Russell is an outside day as well, and that's another one that would have to get to all-time highs. Damn, everything's at all-time high. Russell would have to get to all-time highs up here, right at R4. So our all-time high is just above R4. So the ideal move for Russell would be R4 at 29.50. A lot of good confluences for a good short there. You have a R4, you have a supply zone, you have all-time highs. So a lot of good reason to turn around. Dow. Dow right now is at central pivot. I believe Dow is an inside. It was an inside day earlier this morning. Let's see if it still is. Now Dow's officially an outside day, guys. So our 4 levels and up is what we're looking for on Dow. Let's go back. So for Dow, we're looking again at R4s. R4.
Paulo, what's up?
Which takes out these highs right here. So R4 should be a decent level. And we did take this trade at S4, and I got out at break even. It ended up being a loss. If it comes back down to these levels, I'd only be interested at S5s. Let's see where S5s line up with. S5 does take out these lows right here, these prior lows, so that's good. S5 should be a strong level for Dow. I have S5 at 50,390. And we said R4 is at 51,006. So just above 51,000, a nice round psychological level. Let's see what we got for oil. Oil, definitely interested if it comes down to S4. Let's see if that lines up with anything. Almost certain it does, but we'd have to go pretty far back to get. We probably got to go a couple months back, or at least a month and a half back to see our previous levels over there. But yeah, oil at 86.15, I'm interested, and definitely at R4, I'd be interested as well. R4 at 92.67. Gold. Gold had some pretty good moves today. I had what was this? Right at 8:30, we had a TP2 winner on this move right here, and then we had a continuation of that move, a continuation signal of that move, which only hit TP1 before coming back to stop us out. As far as gold goes, I believe this is an outside day as well. Yes, it is. Right now, gold is hovering right around central pivot. So R4 looks pretty good with prior month either high. I believe it's prior month's high up here. It's got to go pretty far. Yeah, that's prior month's low. All right, so this is prior month's low at R4. and some pretty decent highs around here. So ideally, I'd like to see gold uh, come up to right about this level before making a reversal back down. And for you guys that pay attention to Euro, which absolutely pumped on that news, Euros S4 is in play. If you guys are interested in Euros, it is currently above above R4. It's already in our supply zone. It's already hit prior day's high. Prior day's high. It took out prior day's high. It's wicking around prior day's high. I like to see that before signs of a reversal. So R4 is in play on Euro right now. If you guys and then if it keeps extending, R5 is in play as well. All right, that's all I got.
All right, cool. Let me jump back over and share my screen. Let me gotta do this CAPTCHA test for TikTok to make them know that we're still live. All right, switch back over here, guys. All right, we're switched over there, and there we go. All right, guys, and I do have that Euro that Steve was talking about there as well. You see Euro absolutely pumped. And I think there's another good shot. So you're seeing gold and Euro on my screen right now, right? So Euro to the right, gold over here to the left. We talk about our indicator is not a scalping indicator, but it can absolutely be used to scalp. And you see every time these candle colors change, that's a market shift that our AI is telling you that a market shift has happened. And if you notice here, you see this green triangle up, the candle color changes, great scalp move. You see it again here, and you see it again here. So scalpers, yeah, it's not a scalping indicator. Absolutely can use it for one, especially if you're scalping with the trend and just staying on trend.
Thanks, Duran. That's a good tip. Yeah, we don't know. This is our first time running into that situation. So
what's that?
If in the future, if you get a restriction on your stream in the beginning, he said just restart the live stream.
Yeah, I appealed it and they released it, but yeah, I was about to. I just wasn't sure what to do. So yeah, but appreciate that, man. And yeah, it took about maybe 10 minutes, and then they released it. Yeah, they were just saying it was reusable content or something or whatever. I can't remember. Just something that wasn't correct. But it's the first time we've come across that as well.
Maybe getting a move here on Euro. Let's see.
I don't.
No, it's not flashing for me yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm seeing these top wicks.
Oh, saying looking for it. Oh, yeah, you're in a supply zone too. Move. Yeah, this Euro trade looks kind of nice. You're in the supply zone. You got R4 right there, right? It looks kind of nice. ACC, John, ACC, Mike, John, Natasha, what's up, y'all? If you're just joining us for the first time, I'm Tim. This is Steve. Alpha Flow Trader is our indicator software company. We're just regular dudes that day trade for a living and wanted to create a tool to make it easier for us to make money. So we did that. We used our own tool for a long time.
Natural gas absolutely skyrocketed.
Started sharing it with friends. Let me look at natural gas. And then now with you guys. Yeah, natural gas has just been up all morning long.
10:30, it should have just released its inventory report.
Yeah. So now price of natural gas going up. Crude just fighting after that news. It's inching back up a little bit, but it's right around the central pivot, so it might fight there for a minute. And here you see ES and NQ sort of just basing a little bit, and definitely lost some momentum from that news manipulation candle there. Slim, what's up, man? But yeah, guys, if you're just joining us, man, pull out your accounts, pull out your prop accounts, come trade with us. You can see some of our signals. I'll give you an example of what the signals look like here on this crude short. You see the signal called here at 940. It gives you a box with the text, what kind of signal, what the grade was, and then you hover over it. It will give you all of the sort of contributing factors or negative factors there as well. right? And you see this is an example where signal fires, it automatically sets your stop loss, which now it was moved to break even because it hit, but it will set your stop loss for you, tell you the amount of ticks. So this one would have been a 42 tick stop loss. TP1 it set automatically at 42 ticks, and TP2 at 84. And of course, it blew through both of those for the dub there. Helped with a little help from the news there on that one. But like I said, it was already starting to. It was looking kind of bearish. It was already starting to having really a lot of trouble dealing with this R3 level right here. You see it tapped it several times, and then finally just came on down. Samara, what's up? Srini, what's up? All right, so let's see what's happening. Not much. Crude starting to work its way back up. It did come all the way down to around 87, where it was yesterday at its lowest, and working its way back up. The S&P and NASDAQ right now are kind of just chopping and basing right here. You see off that news, that breaking the Iran news that came out, you see this 5-minute candle just absolutely exploded up here to a new all-time high, and now has sort of started to reject back down a bit. NASDAQ didn't make it to quite that extreme. It did pump as well, but also doing the same thing, just basing around right now. Yeah, Dow pumped and dumped, same thing. Same with Russell. Gold, same thing, pumping and basing, really kind of just converging with the indexes right now. Same with Euro. Really, if you look across all the charts except natural gas and oil, everything's kind of looking similar, moving similarly, converging a bit. So crude starting to step its way back up. I think Sijian, what's up? Mariana, Glenn, what's up? Brandon, what's up? Welcome, guys. If you're just joining us, just two regular dudes that day trade for a living created our own indicator so we can make it lives easier on ourselves, make more money more easily, and have launched that indicator to the public as of about 2 weeks ago. And that's what you'll see us every morning, sometimes in the nights, on here demoing live. So you'll see us taking trades with our own tool the same way we would if we weren't on live, and hope you guys can learn from that and see the value of the tool and kind of what we're doing here. That is the goal. But right now, kind of boring.
Yeah,
it's kind of one of those mornings, man. Not much you can do when some news happens like that. So everything did seem like it was moving up a little bit. Some of the indexes, the Dow and Russ were still inching down. Crude was going inching down, and then boom, news candles, and kind of changed the outlook on the morning a little bit for us. But that's okay. Like at no market, like Steve said when I first met him, every move in the market is unique. No matter how much it looks similar, it's all unique. So you got to treat it accordingly. Joined you. Hey, what's up? Silent Pisha, Naperk with Naperk. What's up? Welcome back. You guys taking some trades this morning? Let us know. If you have any questions about what you're seeing, what we're doing, how our tool works, how you can use it to make money, let us know. Of course, we'll be happy to answer that. And just anything in general, anything to do with trading or whatever. You guys, right now we're kind of in a waiting game. So if you want to talk sports, we'll talk about how terrible the New York Knicks are. We can do that. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things. The Yankees too. I think Steve's rocking his Yankees jersey today, which I should just black out his screen right now because we will not promote any Yankee demo over here.
Put the blurry spot over this Yankees.
See, you see it, boy. Even in the midst of another heartbreak year, you boys still rocking the Hawks hoodie over here. As painful as it is sometimes. Well, yeah. Yuri, what's up? William, what's up? About a 500 day, probably. If we really went back and looked at all signals right now, probably about a 500 day, about a half and half, I think. Now, we didn't look at London Asian sessions, but so far in the morning, probably I don't know, probably one. We'd have to go back. Let's go back and look. Let's just see what we've done today. So we'll start here pre-market. I won't go all the way back to Asian, but we'll start pre-market, say around. So you see a win there on ES.
Yeah, ES got a TP1er.
Yeah.
TP1.
So there's
strong signal.
There's a win on ES. Let's slide NQ over here.
What time was that?
7:15. Nothing going back and on Nasdaq. Nothing. So 1-0. There's one win, one loss. Here's the Dow. Well, let's see if there's any earlier Dow moves.
Nothing on Dow.
Uh,
Not I mean, just the one.
Oh
loss.
no, there was some overnight. There was some, yeah. So 3:50 a.m., 4:45 a.m. So London. You see those on Dow? Yeah. Look at 3:50, 3:50, and then look at 4:45. No.
What kind of signal was it?
Reversal, came reversal inside.
Reversal off of what?
S3.
S3 is up here, isn't it?
Well, this is from last night. I mean.
Yeah, it was below S3 at 350. So when did he even get there?
All right. Well, so then we won't. Yeah, we'll look at those. So then, yeah, on Dow, really nothing except for the one loss that was a tick within. As you guys can see right here, a tick within. Or no, where did it hit? Yeah, a tick within TP1 right here. So that one was actually a break-even trade for Steve. So we'll still count it as an L, I guess, because it was one tick away. So 1-1.
Dow got a couple of just since London. It's got small winners. I see one.
That's what I'm talking about.
I see 1, 2. You said Dow?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I say. Okay, so yeah, so Dow had several winners overnight.
1, 2, 3 small winners. I see one loss. So 3-1.
3.
And 3-2 after the New York Open.
So okay, so now we're at 4 wins, 3 losses there. Russell, we'll go back, see what we had on Russell. I don't see anything.
Yeah, Russell was the one I don't see anything on.
I don't see on anything Russell except for that.
Okay, that's what you were saying 350. Oh, you were talking about
Dow.
Yeah, okay, I was
yeah,
looking at Russell at 350. I was like, I don't see anything at 350 on Russell. But yeah,
Dow. So Dow, yeah. So we'll call it now 4 break even or 4 and 4. Gold had 2 winners, which you're not seeing on my chart right now. I got to change some settings, but gold had 2 back-to-back winners.
Yeah.
So there's 6 and 4. Euro.
I have gold flashing a continuation long. Yeah, continuation long signal here.
Off R3, R4 continuation, or S3 continuation.
Actually, no, it's a value area.
Okay, yeah, I don't see that one. So yeah, so nothing on Euro, 2 on gold there. So we're 6 and 4 there. Natural gas, nothing called, no signals called. But if you used our market shift AI, you see here scalp win, huge scalp win here. So we will not count those. Maybe one day we'll start doing scalp wins versus longer wins. Yeah. But because there's a bunch of scalp wins and losses in here too. Bitcoin, there was nothing called officially anyway. And then on crude, we have the TP2 winner here. So that's 7 and 4 on the day. And that was it. So 7 and 4, 7 wins, 4 losses on a pretty crap day, honestly. So that's about as bad as it gets, y'all. 7 wins, 4 losses. And if you're hitting at least 1.5 R, 2 R, hopefully, then you're even at 1-to-1, you're a profitable day. But if you're hitting 1.5 or 2 R there, you're really good. You're really having a good day. So, yep. Audrey, what's up? Raised 108, what's up? JT, what's up? Draco, what's up?
You on TikTok?
I am on everything.
I don't see any activity on my TikTok.
Might have to refresh it. And sometimes too, they'll come in like by the time I chat.
I see. No, but even now, I don't see people. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, I got you.
Stitch Level, what's up? So yeah, guys, 7 wins, 4 losses on a pretty mundane Thursday. Right now. So, but that's the cool part about our tool. That's the cool part about our tool is that even on days unpredictable, less volatile, choppy, sort of just not great trading days, the tool can still outperform the average trader, hands down. And another cool part about when our tool does encounter days like these, conditions like these, the best part about it is that all of that data is captured. It goes back to our machine learning database.
That's pretty cool. Damn username. Look at that.
Queen
that just joined. That
is cool. Yeah. You got a little AK-47 there.
Yeah.
I don't think I can say that actually, but yeah, pew pew stick. See, I don't even know all the rules. You know what I mean? Like I'm so used to just trolling and commenting people. I can say
Yeah.
what I want in the comments, on the lives and stuff like that. So um, I do my best not to like cuss or anything like that. I can't vape on camera or any of that kind of stuff. But
YouTube's a little bit more.
YouTube, you can kind of do what you want, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube, you can do what you want. TikTok,
Wild West.
I think I think this is all part of that
TikTok
deal
a
where
little
like
dictatorship over here.
every
Damn.
everybody was so scared of. I think TikTok went overboard on trying to show everybody that it was safe.
Yeah.
Because that was a lot of the concern when it first came about, anyway. And then of course with all the stuff when the Chinese government still owned majority stake in it and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, so just kind of watching right now, guys. Just watching the markets. It's one of the boring. Now, if we're scalpers, if you want now, since it's boring, I will call out the next market shift I see for you scalpers out there. Market shifts are also easily noticed on our chart here. You see when the candle color changes. Notice we don't do green and red. We do orange and blue, like orange and sort of green, teal. And the reason we do that is because we don't want to get faked out just because we see a red candle in the middle of a long trade or a green candle in the middle of a short trade. So that's just to remind us that that market shift is still active, and until it changes color, just we can ignore the reds and greens, right? So that's why we do that. But another cool thing with that is when you see the candle color change, when it closes, don't wait, not when it first starts, but when that candle closes officially, whether it's 2 minute, 5 minute, whatever, when it finally closes, then you can use that to scalp as well. And you can use a market shift to the other color as your time to get out. Or if you already have your set TPs, amount of ticks, whatever, that's cool too. But you could literally scalp from color to color. As you can see right here, if you entered here, your money. If you entered here right now, you're fighting. But what I would do if I'm scalping is I go back and I'll go on a higher time frame and look at the overall trend and see if it's see if I have that true bullish bias, and then I would only, for example, scalp longs. If it was bearish bias, I would only scalp shorts. But scalping is not really part of our strat. We look for the bigger moves, a little more sustained moves. Yeah. So right now, kind of just a waiting game, y'all. If you're just joining us, Tim and Steve with Alpha Flow Trader, just two regular dudes that day trade for a living, and created our own indicator to help us with our decision making process and to help us manage multiple trades at a time, and without having to, when you're trading multiple instruments, it's tough to take into account every confluence on your own, right? It's a lot of data. So our AI tool basically gathers all that for you, gives you that information, and then you can look at the key levels around it that our tool also places on your chart, and it makes that decision making process so much easier, right? Let's see. We've got NQ and ES just chopping and basing right here. We'll see what happens. Dow, much the same. It did reject a bit more, but Dow and Russ kind of similar. Gold trying to make a move up. It hit this low volume area here and just struggled, as you see, price rejected there. Euro, kind of the similar situation. Euro also right here in a supply zone, so Euro could be a short setup if it confirms here for an R4 short. But there is a lot right there too, guys. You have VWAP there, you have New York Value Area High, you have 21 EMA, but you do have enough room between R4 and R3 to get to profit, so that's good. So we'll see what happens on Euro here. Natural gas, nothing happening. It's you could see a natural gas short when it gets back down here to R4. Bitcoin's kind of getting extreme. So Bitcoin's interesting. We avoid Bitcoin, but you see S6 coming into play on Bitcoin, which rarely happens. So that'd be a level that we would have to. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and set an alert there at S6 for Bitcoin. Just so I can know.
S6, yeah, all right.
Yeah. A for day trading, but also just because, golly, I have some long-term Bitcoin, man, and that's just
that's a nice low. Shoot, 72,000. Holy smokes! Yeah, Bitcoin has been.
Bitcoin's been struggling, dude. Yeah, it started to have a little rally there, and it's just struggling, man. I wonder what the long term for crypto, just in general. I wonder what the long term outlook is when you have the leading instrument, the leading asset in crypto lose 50% of its value in a few months and struggling to gain any of it back. I just wonder if there's too much uncertainty there. Like I don't know. I'm
It pumped on that news of the war, so maybe if we finally get a ceasefire, we'll start to see a turnaround on Bitcoin.
But Bitcoin, remember, Bitcoin was coming down before the war too, though. Remember?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like
true.
it started and the war just made it worse. Um, Speaking of the war, look at crude oil chart here. Already had a winner, a short here, a TP2 winner. And it is now, it rose up a little bit and it's basing a little bit. And I got a feeling it's going to continue up. We'll see. We'll watch it. Let's jump back on Euro for a second because we want to see kind of what Euro does here. I love these down wicks. I love that it's the supply zone right there, all drawn out by our tool as well. And it does have VWAP right here above it, so that would be a negative, or below it, so that would be a negative. Just because it's, well, it could be a negative or positive depending on how far away it is. Right now, it's kind of close to it. So for me, it'd be kind of a negative, just because I could see it rejecting there. But and then gold, you see on my left screen here, just sort of in no man's land for us anyway, right? So yeah, we'll watch Euro for a second and see what it does because I do like it, man. It was a value area high pretty much, supply zone, R4.
Yeah, if we could break out of this high volume node and point and control, just get away from that area to the downside, then I think we got a decent risk reward on the way down.
Mike, we appreciate the follow.
Iran's Supreme Leader Khamenei has not accepted a memorandum of understanding with the U.S.
Okay, there's what we said was happening earlier, guys. And let's see what crude does. So Iran basically just said, nah. Trump said he needs a few days to think about a deal we don't even know about. So basically more of the same there, y'all. Which is crazy. But that's not our problem. We don't care. I mean, obviously, we don't want conflict. We want peace, like just as normal, decent human beings. But as far as trading goes, it's whatever. It's kind of what it's been for the last month. He said, she said, cat and mouse, and it is what it is. Come on, Emma. Sorry, it was my daughter-in-law calling me. Sorry, guys, I'm just multitasking. Let's see what's Euro doing. What's that? What are you doing over there?
Euro.
Oh, okay. All right, let's go. Euro. Did you get the signal? No. Just liking it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So there's full disclosure there. We're traders, dude. So we'll sometimes just also take a trade, even if our signal doesn't call it, just because at the end of the day, we were trading before we built this indicator. So on that note, we'll see what happens. I was honestly thinking about it earlier too. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm just gonna write it down to R3.
That's gonna be my plan as well. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Anything else happening anywhere? No. DS getting a little bit of a decent little buyer's candle there. Same on NQ. Same on Dow, same on Russell. Like I said, the market's really running with one another today. All the indexes anyway. Gold running with them as well. Um, natural gas kind of did its own thing and just pumped all day. Bitcoin is sort of now doing its own thing as well, and oil just basing and chopping right here at central pivot at 89. Right, excuse me, right around $89, 89.40.
Yes, looks like it's ready to continue upwards.
Yeah, base. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Base and then up. But we do have that R3 there again, all time high. Then
Yeah,
R4.
yeah, exactly. R3 all-time high. So we'll see. See if we get to R4 today. Same
R4 would look like
for
a potentially good setup there.
NQ just grinding.
Yeah, and NQ's got this big supply zone here to get through too before it can ever get up here to R4. So, you'll see. Would you please help me set up that tool later today?
Yes, sir. I got you, man.
Yeah. So okay. So we are 7 wins, 4 losses on the day with the signals anyway between pre-market and New York so far this morning. And right now, not a whole lot happening as far as what we trade, our entry strategy. Not seeing much right yet. Yeah, everything's sort of still just not anywhere near a level we want. And that's probably how it's going to go for the next while, guys. So it might be one of those situations where we're giving you guys the call out for later. Yeah, give you guys the call out for later and let you kind of you be on your own there. But yeah, just the way the market's been moving, it's been conflicting news now once again, and it's just not looking like we're going to have a very clear move to any of our levels in the next, I'd say, 20 minutes or so that we're on here, which is fine. That's how it goes sometimes. Like, I'm when that does happen, I know it gets a little bit boring, but it's also to us that's just part of the process, right? So trading should be boring. You should not be up in here amped up, and it should be like you're even when you're in a trade, it should just be not boring, but it should just be repetitive, repetitive process, right? So what we don't do is chase trades mostly, but no, yeah, we won't. We'll wait for those setups. We need to see our confluences, and those trades will come. So there's no like, oh, I got to get in. I got to get in now. That's just not how we operate, right? And that's not how you guys should operate. Let's see what's that Euro trade doing. All right, looking okay, looking okay. So Steve is in on an off signal, but just because, like I said, we are traders as well. So we did not have a signal for it. I believe we probably were close to one. But you look at all this price action, these candles here. Also, kept tapping the supply zone that our tool also draws out for you. Also, it was at value area high, so that was really that's just a trade that an OG trade that you just got to enter there when you see that kind of stuff, right? And you got a clear level down here at R3 to shoot for. So yeah, guys, slow morning, relatively anyway, but. Our signals have gone 7 and 4 on the morning. So even on a mundane, sort of uncertain, weird market condition day, still outperformed the market, right? So outperformed the average for sure, and that's always good to see, right? That's one thing that I love about our tool is that you can use it in multiple market conditions, any time frames, for scalping, for longer moves, for swing trading. It's just really versatile tool.
Yeah.
Really versatile tool, guys. And I'm not saying that I'm obviously biased, but I see it. I see the results. I'm excited about the results. And that's why we're here every day, spending time on here with you guys so you guys can see it and start to see it for yourself as well on a day-to-day basis.
All right.
Yeah, it's just really just blah.
Yeah.
You know. NQ maybe starting to get out of its area. It's right at prior day high, so we'll see. It's close to prior day high anyway. If it can get past there, we might see a little bit of move on NQ. It's broken out of the high volume area there. NQ or ES is still trapped right inside of it, guys, as you can see. And that's what this matters. This blue that you see on the screen, I haven't mentioned it today, is our volume session profile, also drawn up by our tool. And so you can see the blue areas, the high volume up here, the ends, the low volume nodes, high volume nodes in the middle in these blue areas. And you see where price, that's why it is what it is, because look where price loves to stay, right? Which is why we trade it, where if it gets outside of it, we know it wants to get back to it, and vice versa. So user 7, that might be Rick there.
Some comments, a lot were filtered. I noticed a lot of those guys, the gold people hasn't been.
Oh, because I blocked and muted a bunch of them.
Oh.
Or I blocked some yesterday, and then Duran's been on it. Yeah, but no, they haven't been back in here today. So yeah, so that's good. But I was kind of hoping they'd come in, so when they told me to go short, I could go long. Since it's a slow day, I figured I would try that strategy out. Go opposite the scammers. Rick, if that's you, man, say what's up.
No, that's not. Rick is 784.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, we gotta get.
I've memorized his first.
We gotta get Rick. We gotta get Rick a username, man. Oh, but yeah,
gold kind of just hovering around central pivot as
gold,
well, losing a little bit of steam.
Yeah. You talking about gold?
Yeah, gold.
Yeah. Hold on, central pivot. I've got central pivot 44.54.
I think gold was the one where.
Oh, yeah, that's the one we got to figure out. Yeah, that's the one we were off on. Yeah. So I'll ignore that for now. See what's happening there. Euro starting to turn around.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Natural gas still pumping. Bitcoin still dumping. And crude just doing the same thing as the other indexes. I think they're just uncertain right now with the conflicting news from our side and Iran's side. So I think that's what you're seeing here is a lot of that. All right, so NQ, interesting, has now broken prior day high, and it's at the top of its low volume node right now. So let's see what. Granted, it's got a long way to go, but it's at least making a move and breaking stuff, right? So that's good. And we'll see what ES does. The S&P over here on the left side of the screen. You see it's already made an all-time high this morning here at 75.74 before it really rejected there, and it's kind of been choppy since. But we've just now broke some of these equal highs over here, these previous highs on the previous candles for about the last 30 minutes or so. So maybe getting a move here. We'll see in our last, say, 15 to 30 minutes. A little late to that party, Microsoft. Yeah, we're talking about Microsoft.
Who they got? Well, they got Copilot, don't they? Copilot coding, I guess.
I don't even know anybody that uses Copilot except people, my friends that work in corporate environments, and they make them use Microsoft.
Yeah, Carlo.
Yeah, my guys at Lennox and all those guys have to use Copilot. All right, so ES back here at R3.
Yeah, it looks like we're
getting a little bit of momentum here.
Buying momentum on all the indexes.
Yep, ES, Dow and Russell both. Russell has now broken its control point.
Russell and Dow.
Dow just broke London high, so we're starting to see him take out some highs here. Gold has officially, well, it still did break it earlier, but we'll see if it can stay. It looks like it's going to move past Asia high there. Natural gas still pumping. Bitcoin starting to chop a bit more, and crude starting to come down a little bit. So crude coming down. I do have a feeling it's going to come back down close to where it dropped earlier. We'll see. But for now, let's keep an eye here on ES and NQ. Yeah, we'll keep an eye here on ES and NQ, see what they do. Yo, Tim. Oh, yeah, we'll do. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, I actually converted my old profile into our profile just because we already had some followers and didn't want to start from scratch. So I got to go ahead and change some of that. Yeah, I think we have it linked. I believe we have it linked on all the other profiles, if I'm not mistaken.
Serial preview.
That link, oh yeah, for sure.
Yep.
I'm actually doing it right now. All right, so we got some positive momentum, guys. Right now on the indexes, we're still not quite where we need to be. I would love to see ES get up here to 75, 85.
Yeah, it looks like it may get there. It's about to try to make a new all-time high right now. Very close to it.
Yep, Dow's kind of in no man's land still. Dow and Russell. Russell and Dow not even up to close to R3 yet, so nothing really happening there. Gold could make it up here if it can get past this prior month or prior week high. It could get up here to R4, forced to short potentially. Natural gas is just banged out of the atmosphere, and crude starting to curl down a little bit here. All right. All right. I just added that link actually there. All right, crude. Crude is just basing. So maybe we're gonna watch ES here for a minute, man, in these next closing minutes and see if for us anyway, it did equal the all-time high. It looks like, or maybe I think.
Not just it was almost these relatively equal highs.
Oh yeah, it's like a tick below or something. So yeah, so we'll see what happens there. If it gets up to R4 here, we definitely look for a short, based on, of course, confirmation. Like we're not just gonna enter it as soon as it taps it. All right. We've got maybe another. We'll see. We'll see. Not long left.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just we don't have much setting up this morning, guys. Right yet, anyway. We definitely will have. Matter of fact, let's do our call outs right now.
Okay.
You want me to jump it over to your screen? All right, guys. So lock in right now because Steve is about to give you his call outs for the rest of the afternoon, what to look for, what to avoid. So, all right. So you've seen his chart now.
All right. Let's start with ES. Pretty much the same thing I went over about an hour ago. Still looking at the same levels on ES. Is R4 at 75.85, just above. That would be a new all-time high. So we wait for ES to get up to R4 here, and then start looking for our reversals. NQ, same thing. NQ is heading into R3, but it is an outside day. We've got to get through all of this supply zone, all-time high, and R4 would be looking very strong on NQ. Let me see something. NQ, yeah. Yeah. On Russell, same thing as before. R4 looks very, very, very strong at R4 with the supply zone here, all time high here, and our R4 level here. R4 is 2950.7 on Russell, and we'd be looking for a reversal here at R4. Same for Dow. I marked out earlier, R4 is what I'd be interested in at 51,006. This would be, we're looking for shorts here. And oil, we're kind of in the middle of nowhere. If we go down, then I'm looking at S4 at 86.15. If we go up, then I'm looking at R4 at 92.67. Gold, if we can make our way up here to R4, R4 looks very strong with prior month's low here in the same area. So we have two key levels here. So if gold can break R4 and prior month's low and then come back and close below both and give us a reversal signal, then R4 shorts look good for gold. And as for Dow, didn't quite give us a signal at R4, and it's kind of just been chopping around R4 now. Definitely like it at R5. So if we can rally up, make another leg up here on Euro and get to R5, which is 1.16750. If we could get to this level up here and don't worry about these levels anymore. This is the one I'm interested in right here. All right, so R5 shorts for Euro at 1.16750. And that's it. Let me see, out of all of those that I called out, which one looks the strongest.
It's tough, man.
I think I like NASDAQ more than ES here. Let's see.
I just feel like they've, even for NASDAQ, ES is probably going to have to go up for NASDAQ to make it up there.
Yeah, well, both of them. Both of them would have had to hit R4. And then I just like
NASDAQ because that supply is.
Just because of the supply zone here.
Yeah.
That was here previously.
Yeah.
And then let's see. So NASDAQ would be my choice with either ES. Although if ES comes and hit it first and gives us
I would take that too.
Then yeah, I'm taking ES as well.
Yeah, so I would take either of these trades, R4, ES, or NQ.
I really do like R4 for Russell as well, just because it's right there by all-time highs.
Yep, and it's in a supply zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good looking trade as well on Russ.
So Russell, ES, NQ. And I think that's it. I'm not interested in Euro anymore, even if it gets to R5. I mean, it should be a good signal, but as far as A+ setups for me, I wouldn't mind gold as well. Gold at R4 with the prior month's low key level there as well.
Yeah,
it's a strong one for me.
Yeah, R4. Yeah, so NQ, ES, and gold is the primaries, and Russ.
Yeah,
NQ, Russ. Gold, Russ.
Yep.
And ES. All right, so shorts all there, guys.
ES R4 price is
75.85.
75.85.
Yep, 75.85 for ES, 34.01 for NASDAQ, 2950.7 for Russell, and 45.26.2 for gold. So all shorts we're looking for there. Oh, you go ahead and call it Bitcoin though too, just because if S6 comes in play down there.
If Bitcoin comes down to
71,979,
S6 at 71,979, that'd be a good point to look for longs here. We'd like it to come down here and kind of reverse.
All right. That's the call outs for the day, guys. Other than that, just a quick recap. I'm Tim. This is Steve, Alpha Flow Trader. It's our indicator that you're seeing on the screen, every line, every key level, as well as these signals, signals and signal breakdowns is all our indicator right here. Alpha Flow, Key Levels Pro AI. You guys can get all the information at alphaflowtrader.com. We'll be back here on live during the New York session tomorrow morning. All of our socials, you can follow us on all our platforms at Alpha Flow Trader. On X, it's at Alpha Flow Trades if you use X. But yeah, other than that, not a bad day. I mean, for the signals anyway, going from last night into today, 7 wins, 4 losses. So that's a like I was saying earlier, that's about as bad of a day as you'll have with our tool, right? So obviously, if you've taken all those trades, which is if you trade Asia and London, you definitely could have. Then you've had a pretty good day so far. New York session alone been pretty slow. A couple winners, a couple losers. But yeah, I think that's it. Let me jump back over here real quick.
Yeah, so we got. Hey, let's take one last look at Bullnox to see. They had an expiration dates of the 26th, then they extended it to the 27th. Let's see if it's if they've extended it again.
Yep. So guys, Bullnox, Bullnox.com, Bullenox.com. And our promo code is all caps Alpha Flow. And as of yesterday, it was extended the 89% off on a prop eval account. We do the 50K accounts, which brought those down to about $20 an account, which you cannot beat at all.
Okay, so yeah, they have adjusted it, and it is now the new expiration date is June 3rd. So Alpha Flow, June 3rd. Alpha Flow
for 89% still.
For 89%.
Oh, sweet! So it's been extended to June 3rd,
which is next Wednesday. Another week.
Another week. So for one more week, you can get those super cheap prop eval accounts. Come over here, trade them with us. We'll help you get them passed. All right, so scalpers, I did say I would call it out. You are seeing a market shift here. Be wary because it's against the trend, as I said, on ES and NQ. You start to see.
Oh, that extended move up. Okay.
Yeah, so you're starting to see a shift. You're starting to see the shift. The candle color starting to change here and there. But if you notice, we're still kind of in a semi-bullish trend right now. So I'd be wary of them, but potentially look for the next shift back up if you're a scalper, right? Like I said, if you look at our chart and you see these candle colors change, that means a market shift has happened. And for our scalpers out there, you could literally trade color to color. So you take short when it turns orange, you get out when it turns green, or you take the long when it turns green, get out when it turns orange. Yep, Bullnox.com promo code. We'll pin that real quick. All right, so pin that comment there on TikTok for you guys. Let's see. All right. ESNQ on the screen right now.
Hey, look at that. Starting to fight electric again. Boats now. Look at that.
I want my boat with some engines in it, dude. What are those bar things coming out from under it? Island mobility. I mean, cool. If you're just island hopping or something, you know what I mean? I'm not taking that out offshore, that's for sure.
Throw some solar panels on that thing.
I'm not taking that thing out 20 miles.
Yeah, right. Imagine.
Give me two outboard gas motors that I can have a backup if I need it. And if anything's electric, it's going to be a trolling motor. I'll throw my way back.
Electricity and water doesn't mix.
You got to think that after some time. I mean, I'm sure they have, but like you got to think that the salt has to have an effect on it, especially.
Yeah.
But you just got to see what happens to your cars if you live up north where they salt the roads, or if you live down in Florida or where the salt air is so bad, it's hell on cars. But yeah, guys, it does not look like we're going to hit any of these levels we want. So remember those call outs Steve gave you guys. Looking for shorts up here on ES at 75.85. Looking for shorts on NQ at 34.01. Looking for a short on Russ at 29.50.7. And looking for a short on gold at 45.26.2, thereabouts, right? So not just when it taps it, you guys want to see confirmation. So there's your call outs for the day, the ones that we're personally going to be looking for. Oh, as well as I will say Bitcoin as well, if it makes it down here to this S6, which I've set an alert for just because it's such an extreme level. All right, alphaflowtrader.com, guys. Go there, check out about our products. Go to our Learn section if you're new to trading. We've got a lot of great content there. Be sure to follow us on all of our socials at Alpha Flow Trader. And And yeah, I think that's it. Now, you can think of anything, Steve, I'm missing?
No, that's it, guys. Just thank you for tuning in once again, and we'll be back here tomorrow. Hopefully, we can close the week out strong. It's tomorrow, Friday. Yeah.
Yep.
Hopefully, we can close the week out strong. But yeah, that's all I got, guys. Thank you. Hey, Duran, shoot me a text later, man. I'm free this evening or whatever, man, and we'll get you set up.
All right. Well, that's it, y'all. We appreciate you guys rocking with us, and we'll see you guys in the morning. All right.